What's up, YouTube? I wanted to show you how to survive your first night in a Hytale made super easy. When you go to create your world, you'll see a little gear right here. If you want to keep inventory when you die, those options are right here. Otherwise, when you die, you're going to lose a certain amount of durability and resources. I'm not going to do any of that. We're just going to jump straight into it. Okay, so whenever you spawn, you're going to spawn in a safe room like this. Before we head out, we have 4 main creatures that we need to be wary of. We need to keep our eyes out for bears, wolves, skeletons, and if you get too close, foxes are also hostile. We need 3 main ingredients to make our basic tool set: rubble, plant fiber, and sticks. You can get plant fiber and sticks from punching a bunch of different plants. And the stone rubble can be found in a couple different ways. You can either find it laying on the floor, like this, where you can just pick it up, or you'll find stone blocks that have this kind of texture. You can just punch that and get your stone rubble that way. Alright, once you have enough, go ahead and make your set. And let's get to chopping some wood. Now, when you chop wood in this game, you only really have to cut the one that supports the rest of the tree, and everything else will fall. Also, whenever you chop trees down, you will get tree sap. Let's cut one more down. Okay, and we're going to mine some stone. So, the kind of stone we're looking for doesn't have that same gravelly texture as that. We're going to look for stuff like this, Basically everything that isn't rubble will work. We have enough to make these 2 things. These need logs and stone. Now, the builder's workbench is generally used more for your home design. You take logs, and that's where you're going to find all of these little doodads. We're going to focus more on this. I like to make daggers. I think they're the best weapon to have in the game. You also need a little bit of tree sap for your torches, keep that in mind. And this is the most important tab on the workbench, because this is where you make your other workbenches, because you don't make literally everything here. Your early game food sources are going to be these berry bushes. Now, food does heal in this game, but it heals in different ways. So some food items will just give you the instantly restore health bit, and then others will also have the health regen. As a good rule of thumb, whenever you're scared of something or you're about to fight something a little bit stronger, you're going to want to pop something that has the health regen. That way you're regenning health while you're fighting it. But we don't need to do that for the skeleton, because the daggers are just that good. So you click to attack, you hold right click to block. If you hold right click and you left click, you'll do a bash. And if you hold left click, you'll do a charged attack. If you do enough combat, you'll build a special, but you'll generally have to fight a few enemies for that. So what we're going to do is we're just going to spam our charged attack. Another mechanic a lot of people don't know about this game is there is sneaking. If you hold left control, you will crouch, and you can sneak up on your prey just like this. Another enemy that you might encounter are these little spiders, and you can handle them just like you would the other things by just spamming the charge attack. Here's a bear, and just like with all of the other early game enemies, we can handle it with a charged attack. You'll have a better time if you do manage to sneak up behind it though. So that's what we're going to do. Now after we hit that first charged attack, we're going to backpedal so our energy restores, so we can just keep spamming them. You'll notice that my special has charged. I don't really need it. Just keep backing up, just keep spamming the charged attack. Because when you land it with a dagger, you will fly back and be out of harm's way. Heading back over to the builder's workbench, I will show you a little bit of basic building and just make a simple little hut. So it is 1-to-1. You don't get 4 planks for every log. You can make them 1 at a time, you can craft 10 at a time, and usually this is your all button. I'm not going to be super creative with this house. I'm just making something super simple, so feel free to experiment with the builder's table. And really, you don't need a big amazing house on your first day. You can do that much if you want. If you would like to sleep through your first night, you can make a crude bedroll. It needs a little bit of light hide and the plant fibers. And light hide will generally drop from the things that won't attack you back, or rats if you go into a cave. Now, contrary to real life, the boars in this game will not attack you. They might do a little back kick, but as long as you keep spamming the daggers, you will be fine. So now that we've got our 2 light hide, we can make our crude bedroll. And you'll find the option to change your rotation button in your settings. Plunk it down. Rename it whatever you want, and that will be your spawn. You'll also notice that if you look at the very top of the screen, you'll see a compass. If you're within a certain distance, you can just look up here, and it will lead you right back home. I hope you guys enjoyed my tutorial on how to survive your first night. If you liked it, let me know, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.